Hello and welcome back to the Marks Electrical Studio. It's TV time here once again as we switch our focus towards another one of the fantastic 2019 televisions that we have in stock, which of course contain all of the latest technologies. So allow me to introduce the Sony KD55XG8196BU 55-inch LCD UHD 4K smart television then. Well, the XG81 series are mid-range in this year's television releases, but the plot certainly thickens when you get past the 49-inch model and onto this, which is the 55-inch version, because that's when you make the change from edge LED backlighting to direct backlighting, which certainly makes a difference to each image. Now, Sony have always prided themselves on getting the balance right when it comes to colour clarity and contrast, with plenty of smart features, and the challenge is always to replicate that on each and every set. Talking a little bit more about contrast, and it's worth noting this is not quite pinpoint illumination on this TV. It's frame dimming despite it being direct lit, which means that the whole of the screen changes to match the scene rather than with individual local zones as such. That doesn't mean that you can't have a great picture. If you look here, it's very clear, it's well lit, it's bright and dark in equal measure, and that's what you can expect from this set each and every time you watch it. This is made possible by a number of functions and features, such as the dynamic contrast enhancer, which adjusts luminance levels, and you can always call upon the ever-dependable 4K X Reality Pro to boost detail. You won't find the X1 processor on board for picture processing. That's for some of the more higher spec models, but you will find a DVB system, which is digital video broadcasting, and an Android Smart Hub. They'll provide you with all the things that you need, all right, and we'll go over what exactly they are. But what is clarity without colour? It takes many shades and hues to produce images that are as vivid as this, and some of Sony's longest standing colour palettes allow for this to be so. Live colour technology is exactly that. It works in real time to convey the frame that it's trying to emulate in the most realistic manner possible. The tri-luminous display widens the gamut, and that goes to the clarity levels where it can even emulate skin tones, would you believe? So there's a lot of thought and an absolute multitude of colours that you can call upon regardless of what the scene may actually be. You should never underestimate how much colour can make a picture more lifelike. And with further compatibility with sources such as HDR10 high dynamic range and HLG hybrid log gamma, you're certainly going to notice it in operation. And the same can certainly be said for the sound system, which calls upon two 10-watt bass reflex speakers, which bring sound from the back that is emitted from the front. Sound processing options are also plentiful. You can call upon a whole host of features in that regard, such as Clear Audio Plus, which will automatically select the correct sound field, and there's compatibility with Dolby Audio and DTS Digital. You can also call upon S-Force Front Surround, which can simulate various sound settings, which matches up to the footage absolutely brilliantly. The sound modes on this model include standard, dialogue, cinema, music, and sports. There's also several picture modes that can complement that extremely well. You can call upon the likes of Cinema Pro, animation, various photo options, and of course, game mode. With that in mind, let's check out the input lags. The input lag in standard mode is 67.3 milliseconds. The input lag in game mode is 34.5 milliseconds. So then, let's take a look at the smart platform that's in place here. This is the Android 7.0 Nougat, I think that's how you pronounce it, operating system, which is developed in conjunction with Google, who use the name Sweet Treats for their major Android releases, hence the Nougat name that is attached to this. You'll get 16 gigabytes of storage on board here, and I'll just go through some of the features if I may. UView is a popular one with Sony TVs. The Google Play Store is the home to download further apps. That will come in handy. YouTube is pretty much commonplace these days. There is a YouTube 4K option as well. A program guide, recorded title list, Google Play Movies and TV, your very own internet browser, that's a viewed internet browser, Google Play Music, games, obviously the Google presence is seen all through this. Screen mirroring, that can put mobile content on the TV. You've got all your inputs there. Settings is handy as well. You can go through that, all your display, sound, illumination of the LEDs. You can have some pretty good settings on that as well. All sorts on here. Content-wise, your Google Chromecast built in as well. But like I say, you're pretty much all bases covered here. So let's go through the dimensions and connectivity of this model then. This TV on the stand is 784 millimeters in height, it is 1241 millimeters in width, and it is 337 millimeters in depth because of these discrete holding feet. Off the stand, that's 721 millimeters in height. Once again, 1241 millimeters in width and just 10.7 millimeters in depth. Certainly quite a difference when it is off the stand. Connectivity wise, there's Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi Direct, 4 HDMI ports, of which there are 2 in the side, 2 in the rear, 3 USB ports, Ethernet, composite video inputs, digital audio outputs, a headphone jack, IF and RF inputs, Bluetooth version 4.1 and a CI slot. And that's what we've got to tell you about the Sony KD55XG8196BU 55-inch LCD UHD 4K smart television, and it's certainly a product that we'll be recommending to our customers. You can buy this product now from Marks Electrical. Just simply follow the link below the YouTube video that you're watching. It'll take you straight to our website where you'll see all of the purchase options, including finance, and you could have this TV in your home tomorrow with our next day delivery service, which is depending on your postcode. Do hit that subscribe button below so you'll always know when we post a new video to YouTube, and do leave lots of comments when it comes to the TVs. We've always got something to talk about. That's all from the Marks Electrical studio. We'll see you next time.